Hi everyone, welcome back to Through Alchemy. So today's reading is going to be all about your person. We're going to find out, do they have any regrets? What do they think about what they coulda, woulda, shoulda kind of a thing. So we have three piles from the left to right. The first pile is Calcite cluster. The second pile is Phosphosiderite. And the third pile is Amethyst. Pause if you need a little longer. Pick the one which calls your name the most. Now I'm going to begin with pile number 1. Hello pile number 1, if you chose the calcite cluster, this is going to be your reading. I'm going to start off with the tarot cards. I do have some pre-shuffled cards. I'm going to take this card. Take off your mask. Spend quality time together, listen and talk to each other. I'm gonna get a romance, angel, oracle, deception. I feel like one of the main things, kind of very cliche, that I get with, take off the mask, angel guide spirits, please help me connect with pile number 1, is fear of intimacy and not being able to be vulnerable. See, we have keep an open mind. This person gives me like heavy Aries energy, like Emperor, but in the reverse. It's almost like they could have been very reluctant when it came to spending time with you. Grief, accepting loss. Wait. Yeah, it's I feel like your person has been through things like all of us in the past, and like all of us, we need reassurance. And I think that your person was too prideful to just let you know that this is what I struggle with. And I think that they just didn't know, or they, even if you were doing that and they knew that this is something that they can do and kind of like ask for help through this way, I think that they just didn't do that. We have high priestess, Piscean energy with the moon, Cancer. There's so much water, and it's like this person struggles with intimacy, and basically they got scared of getting their heart broken, right? And I feel like this person could have just, they compared you from their past, or they just didn't have the experience. This is where I'm picking up justice in reverse. So this is Libra energy over here. I'm going to take this upright. We have Knight of Pentacles. So they were taking too long to just come forward with something that they would like to share with you, is what I'm hearing. Gathering your power, this self. They were very physically attracted to you. I also pick up on a third party over here. Now that could be somebody else who was influencing your person's mind or their thoughts, basically. Or it could be a past energy where they opened up to somebody and it didn't work out for them. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of a thing where they were just, I feel like they were just comparing you to somebody or their past experiences, or I'm gonna get a few more cards. This energy is nostalgic. I don't know if you're talking to this person or not. I'm gonna take this card in the reverse. Oh, it came in reverse. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. I'm hearing like evil eye. Somebody was influencing your person is what I'm picking up over here. I'm going to take this in the reverse. We have the Page of Swords in reverse. So much sword energy, like air energy. I just keep getting like this person had the chance to open up to you. We have the magician energy, Gemini Virgo with the Ace of Pentacles. I just feel like they had to let you know something, that they wanted to tell you something, or they were hesitant about letting you know something, or just like release your ex. See what I'm saying? Like, it's not that maybe there was something codependency. It's not that, maybe there was this scope, or that, there was somebody else in their head, or it could be like I'm getting like a best friend or a friend or a family member or a sibling. But I'm getting like, if not that, then your person was comparing the past situation, or like how they didn't know how to basically just like tell the other person like, hey, this is what I struggle with. Like, basically open communication, playfulness. I feel like this situation kind of like um sucked the happiness out of your connection. Like, this person could have started distancing themselves, or it's like distancing, but in a way where they just don't know how to cope up with it, right? Release your exes here again. um it's like they just didn't know how to cope up with the fear that what they were facing of vulnerability and getting close to you. And I feel like when we have the justice in reverse, it's almost like this person didn't feel like they could balance out the situation, or they regret that they should have balanced it out. Like, they should have spent more time talking to you, or just kind of letting you know. And like, I feel like communicating with you, reconciliation, like communicating with you, like what bothers them about their past or their past experiences, as to like how, certain experiences have shaped them into this person that they are. And I feel like it was a classic case of just like not wanting to get out of your comfort zone. And I think that they were becoming a little competitive, and I don't think that competitive in a snidey manner, but I just feel like they were more interested in just hiding themselves. And I feel like this could have costed your connection like a great deal, because like I think that you drew a line in the sand, is what I'm picking up. Something that this person thinks that they can repair the damage. But I feel like overall what they really really regret is that they should have told you how they felt about certain things. It's not, I don't know if this person has told you how they feel about you or not. Upright Tower, exactly what I'm saying. Scorpio energy, this is about like what they were going through. I do pick up on them crying and like not telling you what really bothers them, and like them just having to show you who they really are, with the take off mask and the self over here. This is the energy of somebody who just couldn't gather the energy to show you who they really are, because they don't accept that part within themselves. And I feel like this feminine figure over here really represents their emotions, their soft parts, parts that we hide from ourselves also, perhaps. And I feel like this person really just, I feel like, I don't know if you're separated or you're still talking to this person, but there is some grief, like maybe they're losing, like they're not in your good books anymore or something like that. I'm gonna take this in reverse. We have this strength. So a lot about their insecurities when it comes to relationships, and like how their ex made them feel, because I feel like if not somebody like brainwashing them or telling them something, I keep getting the word brainwashing them, like telling them like, no, pile number one is not safe or something, because maybe you guys were triggering each other a lot. And like oftentimes spiritual connections are like indescribable to the other person who's not in a spiritual connection, like outside the two people. So I think that this person was really scared, and like I feel like, I just see somebody like sobbing, and I feel like your person has gotten hurt through this connection like a great deal. And I I just feel like I just think that they just think that, I should have just opened, like coulda, woulda, shoulda kind of a thing. Like, I just feel like they are accepting the loss of it, that there was time there, and there was affection there, and a lot of these things where they just had to embrace themselves. And like, I think having you around and catching feelings for you like was very triggering for them. But I just feel like it shouldn't be an excuse, on my personal opinion, that it shouldn't be an excuse to, yeah, sometimes we all struggle not to come out of our own comfort zone, but I don't think that other people's traumas should be an excuse to hurt other people. Kind of a thing what I'm picking up over here. It's almost like, if I can heal from the things that I've been through, and I don't treat people, misbehave with other people, then it should be an excuse for other people, is the energy that I pick up. Like, I don't know who needs to hear this, but that's what I'm picking up over here. Like, if I can open myself up again and let you in my heart, then you can also do that, right? It just depends upon how much you really want to do. And I think that we often convince ourselves that, this person is struggling through this and that, and we try to get into like psychoanalysis of their psyche and everything. But at the end of the day, their behavior is as clear as the day, like what they really feel, and if they really wanted to go the distance to make amends or something is what I'm picking up. So um I just feel like over here this situation is almost like it has gotten to a place where they do regret not opening up to you and telling you, because I feel like for majority of you, if this is an ex, if this is an ex you just don't talk to, and you've let go of, specifically picking up that this person generally regrets, like they feel like it would have made things so easy, and then again it's like whatever, should I, what, you should have done it in the moment is what I'm picking up. I just feel like this sense of judgment, I don't know whose energy this is, it could be you or your person's, but it's more like value what you have when you have it. Don't start valuing it when you miss it in the absence, kind of a thing. You miss it because of its absence. Chemistry. They realized that they had a genuine bond over here. Like chemistry is usually like mad chemistry is usually developed between soul tribe. Um, and chemistry is part of a primal instinct where you start feeling like you can procreate with the other person. So it's a genuine bond where you feel like, hey, we match up. So weddings, see, this person genuinely had feelings for you, but their insecurities got the best of them. Free yourself and codependency. I don't know if this is you that's freed yourself from this situation, because this situation was ascending. I'm feeling like this situation was escalating. And with very soon, I feel like it's about you. What do you want? I feel like this is coming from spirit as to what do you want in this situation. What do you want for yourself? Do you want to still work on this, or do you want to like have somebody that's on your level that knows how to be in an emotionally cohesive partnership? All right, so I feel like pulling out a few more messages. Let's see, what else do we have here. What else do they regret? How are they feeling, perhaps, is what I'm hearing from spirit. Let's see the aftermath of this situation. Six of Cups. There's a lot of like missing you. I hear Mississippi. I Mississippi you. Taking this in reverse. Sagittarius, Temperance in reverse. I feel like emotional companionship makes this person suffocated, and it could also be in you. But it really comes down to the fact, like, how much are you willing to improve and work on yourself to understand that this is what I deserve, even if I don't feel like doing it in the moment. It's like drops make an ocean, kind of a thing. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Instability within themselves to actually persevere what comes up in this connection or difficulty. So I feel like this person could have um, treated you really poorly because they were behaving like a coward. And I feel like sometimes we think that calling somebody coward is a bad phrase or a bad adjective to use, but I think that when there is somebody who is not being brave enough, that's what we exactly call them, right? And it's not at all to demean this person, but I just feel like they couldn't gather the courage to genuinely put their best foot forward, or even put a foot forward, because they were wallowing in their own past, is what I pick up with the Six of Cups energy. And I get it that they were not balanced over here, but I think that they pushed you away. I'm hearing like push you to the edge or something, like they literally pushed you away too much. And I think that what resulted in this situation is that you accepted the loss of it. Now, if you have ended this situation, I think that this would apply more, or I'm getting, which I rarely do take the claims for, that this might happen in the future with you, that you would feel that your needs are not being met. If somebody is visibly being emotionally unavailable for you, of course your needs are not going to be met. So you will, I think that you did keep an open mind and you probably moved on from this situation, because I think that you also had a chat with yourself, like, is that what I really deserve, or I think that this is what you should probably think. You don't owe somebody unlimited chances to get their wrongs right, basically. So this is a mix up in this deck. By the way, I am using my own self-curated deck. You can check out the description box to get a reading from me or messages from these decks. So this is a mix-up from the other deck. I'm definitely going to take it over here. This is You're So Beautiful Inside and Outside. I'm getting a message that you have shown this person your insecurities, all right? And this person still thinks that you are a beautiful person because you're braver than they are. um, I feel like you can put a mask around in the world and genuinely just act like you're the shit. But at the end of the day, when you actually are able to be soft, and this is something even I struggle with, and I'm learning to give credit to myself for being vulnerable despite of what I've been through. It's like still being soft. And I think that these things are what truly matter. It's about like rewiring that brain into what it thinks, right? So I feel like this person thinks that you are braver than them, and you are, pile number one. So let's see what we have. I was conditioned to have unhealthy notions of what relationships should be. Isn't this just what I said? Thank you, Spur. This is exactly what I just said. You are conditioned, so was I conditioned to it, so are you conditioned to it, so are, other people conditioned to it. We're all products of the same society. I'm wanting to come out of isolation. I worked hard on my healing. So this is that sort of thing where I feel like this person is gonna reach out. Okay, I feel like this person is gonna reach out. You're so different. I'm very curious about you. You're different because you're brave. You're different because you're soft despite the things you've been through. You're different because you still have the courage to love after being broken down so many times. I'm hearing that you love so deeply, and I think I'm getting this from spirit, or your person's higher self, but this is definitely from spirit. This is not a 3D message. I'm hearing that you crave love so much, yet you've proven to be the one who carries it so much in such abundance. It's almost like the the thing that you have not received the most is what you actually provide the most, and it's just self-generated. That's why we say everything that we need is actually within us. I'm receiving receptive signs from the universe about you. I'm being reminded of you. I just heard for a few of you that this person is getting dreams and they feel the need to apologize to you or make it up to you. If they've already apologized, like they want to try again. I'm so magnetized towards you. It feels like we've done this before. Talk to me, I do hear you telepathically. Find me in your heart. I'm so magnetized towards you. This is that chemistry they're still feeling towards you. And I'm feeling like if you still feel it with them as well, you have some contract to still be fulfilled. Okay, speaking very practically, it scares that you can see right through me. I need to come correct in your direction. So they are scared, they know they need to make it right. I'm getting Queen of Swords energy with King of Swords. Like this is, they think that you're their spiritual match. I'm working on taking responsibility towards our union. I'm working on my shortcomings. um I do think I can speak about, the productivity level perhaps, or the work that they've genuinely done through a general reading, okay? But I feel like collectively there's this energy of at least taking accountability that, I could have done better. And I feel like if they can see you, I think that you're leading by example. So I think that they understand that, this is not an excuse. Being emotionally unavailable, pushing somebody away, and then them going away is literally on you, right? You can't punish people for having boundaries. I'm going to be with you whether they like it or not. This is what I said, yeah? Like, there is somebody who is brainwashing this person, or like their past, and this could also be against their past personality. All right, I'm gonna pull out an advice card for you. I'm just feeling a little generous. Um, I'm gonna see what does spirit have for you. Let's get an advice card for you. I'm hearing the universe has my back. If you just did not get along with this person, if things fell apart, I'm hearing like it was short-lived. Just trust that there's definitely something better out there for you. Don't grip onto something that is not your match. But hey, take it or leave it. At the end of the day, it's your life. I'm gonna take this in reverse. Multiverse. Mystery. I'm gonna take this in reverse. Vulnerability. Thank you, Spirit. They literally confirm this scenario. Alright, so I think that what could be left, I'm getting like Akashic records. This person could this person is actually, they corrected me. This person is from your past life. Stillness, epiphany. You need to dive deeper within yourself and unlock this part of you which makes you feel like being your real self in front of another person is going to reject you. Now, where were you yourself in front of your parents when you felt like I am being rejected, I'm not being loved? Where did your parents kind of correct you? You kind of need to think deeper about this, journal about it, and meditate. These are the two most important tools that you can use for your healing journey, okay? Journaling and meditation literally is the only reason I've made it so far. So, um, try going for these things more often than you go for other coping mechanisms. If you can afford therapy, that would be a good thing, because I feel like as much as you would like to overlook this part of yourself and make yourself feel like I'm better than pile number one in what they did, there's still parts of you that need healing and still are scared to show themselves to other people. That's why you attracted this person in the first place. Alright, so pile number one, this was your reading. I'm gonna leave it here. I really do hope that you found a message that was helpful. If you did, please do hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comments section how that resonated. Information for personal readings is given down below. And I'm gonna see you guys in another one. Bye. Hello, pile number two. If you chose the Phosphosiderite, this is going to be your reading. So, let's find out what are your person's regrets, how they're feeling about you. Angel guide spirits, please help me connect with pile number two's energy. I'm hearing take me back. I'm hearing a song. I'll put it down in the description box. You can listen to it. I feel like you should definitely listen to this song. Wedding. Release your ex. Synergy is coming pretty similar to pile number one. You might have watched that as well. You deserve love. Whoa, big words. I think your person is becoming more emotionally aware because of the way I just said big words. Maybe they just don't take things seriously, or they think that serious conversations. Yeah, I think like I just have heard this so much in my own experience, with my own experience. Like, whenever you're trying to have a vulnerable conversation with somebody who likes to keep things shallow, they just say like, why do you have to be so serious, right? Oh god. Miracle, making a difference. Number five. A lot of changes that, like, I think that your connection has been progressing quick, like, especially internally. There's like a lot of individual progression taking place because of having met each other. Pay attention to the signs. I think this person was able to see what they were doing. I think this person was probably juggling you or going back and forth, whether they wanted to commit or not, or whether they wanted to be serious or not, or um, whether they simply wanted to make this official. Let's put it that way, right? Make this something genuine. Be authentic, be real, true to who you are and how you feel. um I think that they sabotaged in a way which gave you the impression that they're not serious about you because of their own fears, is what I'm picking up over here. And the last card that we have is resources. I'm getting that when I was your man by Bruno Mars, you could have broken up with this person. They could have taken too long, or they were just, when somebody is not sure of you, it becomes very evident. Let's be real. Let's be very real about this. When somebody is just not sure about you, um, their behavior starts showing you, like, you know, they start acting flimsy. Like, why you gotta be a clown? I just feel like today's energy, it's a little bit bittersweet, or let's just say it's salty. Yeah, that's the right word. It's salty. I feel like it comes with the topic that I chose. I'm gonna take this in reverse. The Empress in reverse. See, this person did not understand what they deserved. Okay. Um, it's like I could leave this reading here and just be like they just didn't know what they deserve. But I feel like in while proceeding with this, I feel this energy where this person knew that they were not being true to themselves. I think that I'm hearing that song Shake It Off by Taylor Swift, like they were just shaking their feelings off, pretending like I just don't like this person as much as I do. And I think that when they were thinking about making this official or just getting closer to you, I think that it was reminding them of their exes, or it was just reminding them of their past relationship where they felt like I'm getting like they probably used to fight a lot, or they just wouldn't get along because I'm hearing like teenagers, like they just didn't know how to be together, and they would just, like, I'm getting a lot of makeup sex, like just fight and become like bunnies, get onto each other and just never talk it out. That's why I feel like I laughed about that in RG, where it's like whenever you would have a proper adult conversation about how to detangle the small knots which build up a lot of resentment over time, I think that this could have happened. It's like when you don't hear the other person out, when you keep things inside, even if it's the smallest thing. Yeah, sometimes you don't have to express everything, but sometimes when something is bothering you continuously, you have to express it out. And I think that this person probably would shoo you away, shut you out, not talk to you properly, just not give you the time of the day when you want to have a real conversation, aka serious conversation, where you're not laughing about things, where you have to be serious, where you have to be responsible for being around another person, because now their actions affect you. You have to be responsible. Like, I think, contrary to popular belief, I feel like people talk about all of this detachment, and I understand attachment is the root cause of suffering, but when you are together with a person, you have to be cautious. Like, say, I'm not talking about a romantic relationship, I'm just talking about a friendship. When you know your friend would be hurt slightly, or they would be uncomfortable with something, won't you just tell them that? Won't you be cautious about not doing that, or having a conversation with them like, hey, I know this bothers you, maybe you need to work on it, but unless and until you're okay with it, I'm not going to purposely step on your boundaries or ways that make you feel uncomfortable around me, because I care for you and I want to have you around. Then why should that behavior be allowed in a romantic relationship? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is it okay to shut down somebody or shut somebody out? Like, that's what I feel like. This person probably shut you out, or they just, it's like we just give romantic relationships a lot more room to misbehave. um because we've probably learned this behavior at home. And I feel like there's a lot of things that I disagree with. Of course, we all disagree with the way we've been brought up, or just we learn things because they've been brought up like that and it's just generational and da 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 da. But I think that realizing that it's not okay to dump or shut out the other person when you've been so friendly with them and frequent with them and consistent with them, it's painful, right? So this is, I think that whatever, just this whole discussion that I had probably could have been a part of their epiphany. Like, I think that they're realizing that you deserve to be let in as well. Like, I feel like with the intensity that I just spoke, it's real for this person. Like, they know that it was really wrong on their end to shut you out because you're like a nice person. And I think that they just didn't understand that, that there's a side to you, or it's just not there's a side to you. Every person has that side where you just can't expect to mistreat somebody again and again and then always expect them to have their heart on their sleeves, right? It's that kind of a thing where some or the other day they will bite back. So I think that this situation was quite intense. I feel like this was quite intense for you, and I feel like you're rising above it, or you definitely will if you don't feel like it. But it is important for you to remind yourself that you don't deserve to run after somebody and knock on a door that is not opening for you, aka an emotionally unavailable person. You don't have to entertain it. Honestly, work on yourself, work on your garden, work on parts of you that are emotionally unavailable to yourself. Like, don't you have enough work to do on yourself? And I think that this is important for somebody to hear over here. Like, today's energy is very intense, and I feel like making a difference in your life is also understanding it's not about whether this person is worth it or not. It's about whether you feel like you're worth it or not. Are you worth putting in the work in yourself? Or honestly, what's the first thing that comes to your head? And if it was a no, please think about it. Like, why do you think you're not worth putting in the work in yourself? You are yourself. So why not give that energy to yourself? Why is it important to feed into another person? Like, did you always see your mother figure um, pouring into other people? Because that's how we pick up this energy, right? So you have to be selfish. You have to be selfish. I'm going to take this card in the reverse. We have 8 of Cups in reverse. They're unable to move on from what they have done, okay? And I hate to be so critical. I generally hate being critical of people, but it's almost like you just have to see things for what they are. Just take off your fucking rosy tinted glasses and just see people for what they are, honestly, right? I'm going to take this card in the reverse. We have 8 of Wands. There's 2 A's. This is a very karmic phase that you're going through right now. And I feel like what's more important is if you stumbled upon this reading and you're like really connecting with me, first of all, I want to say like I'm proud of you for still sticking around. Because most of the times you just want to hear like what's up with that person and go about your business. But if you're listening to this, I want to let you know that this is a phase where you have probably noticed that it is difficult, and not taking away from your progress that you've been working on yourself. But I just want to let you know, if nobody has told you, that you don't deserve this. You don't have to chase anyone to be available for you. Like, I hope you respect yourself enough and like raise your standards a little bit more. Think about it a little bit more. Like, would it be too bad to just have your own self-worth in your own eyes, rather than asking somebody like, hey, why won't you just talk to me? Why won't you answer my texts? Like, that's not worth it. You're not worth that. It's beneath you. Number 2. Okay. So, okay, now I'm gonna give you the reality on this person. All right, let's do that. I heard from spirit, at a girl, at a boy, you you're an amazing person and you're true to yourself. You don't deserve this. People don't deserve unlimited chances. Pile number 2. Strength in reverse. So they're feeling insecure about this situation. They feel like, I feel like when you were around, this person was on cloud 9. They were not talking to you and they were keeping you stuck. They were stringing you along. And what is stringing along? Either you make a decision, gather your courage, gather the courage to move forward, work on yourself. Okay, that's painful, right? Work on yourself, invest in yourself. But the same way that we just spoke about the whole thing about you, between you and I, they just didn't feel they're worth it either, right? So what you're seeing in this person, I want to politely deliver that to you, is precisely eeny, meeny, miny, more a little bit in you as well, right? We have to accept that. And it would be good to just give it a food for thought. I'm not telling you to do anything about this person. It's not about reaching out to them and saying anything. Whoa, hello, how did I not notice? There are like eights, three eights over here. It's like a triple eight. This is a very karmic situation you're going through right now, and it's not a bad word, okay? You're learning a very important lesson, and this is very important for you to learn. Please do not beg. Saying things more than, I would say, twice to somebody, or max to max thrice if you have to repeat something, let me just tell you that they don't care. And even if they do, they just don't care enough to not do that to you. Okay, so I'm going to take this card in reverse as well. We have Queen of Swords in reverse. Silent treatment. I feel like silent treatment, and this makes you even more anxious because maybe somebody has used silent treatment in your past or in your childhood to punish you. So stringing you along, not answering, keeping you stuck because I'm hearing like you're the best I ever had. Like, of course. Just look at my heart. It's golden, right? This is what I'm picking up over here. Pile number 2, that it's very simple, it's very precise what they've done, and they know that they were stringing you along. It really depends upon how much are you willing to put up with, how many strikes till the time you tell yourself, no, I'm not extending myself. I don't know anybody unlimited chances to redeem themselves in their own eyes. After that, you're just making me a fool out of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to have this sort of boundary in life to protect yourself. You have to be strong. I'm hearing from somebody that you're always involved in this situation, it drains you out. You just don't have the energy to pour it into other places of your life when it's constantly bleeding and it's not coming back to you because there's no give and take. I feel like one thing that this person also that now I'm getting is that they regret that they just didn't give enough to this situation. Like, of course, if you're going to give me silent treatment, how are you going to pour into me? And considering that the moment it came about being emotionally available, this person kind of ghosted you or tried to get away from it, or just the bond that you were sharing. Like, I'm hearing like the honeymoon phase just crashed down. It's like, of course, you're not emotionally available because you don't have the bandwidth within yourself. We have let go of control issues. This person was controlling themselves. Of course, if you're ghosting somebody, you're scared to get hurt, and you could have just, this is the energy that goes hand in hand with pile number 1. So you might have seen it, or I'm recommending you might want to watch it, okay? But this is that energy where it's like you're obviously controlling yourself because you're scared to get hurt and you just don't want to open up with the other person. So you would rather choose the easier way out than to work on yourself. Love yourself first. I think that they thought that they were protecting themselves, but this person is kind of like realizing that that was not loving themselves, that was not protecting themselves, that was just being a coward in a way, like just protecting themselves. You just took the easier way out, bro. Romantic feelings. They're realizing, I said that I just heard somebody said, shove it up your ass. I don't know. Um, Maybe you're just really mad at this person. Past life relationship. Did I say that? Yeah, I think I said that this is a past life relationship, or I said that in pile number 1. I don't know. With romantic feelings, I think that they're just realizing that, they genuinely had feelings for you. I'm getting have, spirit's correcting me, they have. You were generally like God sent is what I'm picking up with the miracle card, and I think that now they see the red flags within them. If you call this person out and you explained it, like you broke it down to them, they genuinely understand that it was their fault. And if you didn't have a conversation, I think that it's not about closure, but it's like if you really want to get it out of your chest, you should do that. Maybe just write it out and burn the letter is also what I'm getting. But don't go out there trying to find a loophole to talk to this person to get closure just to get validated if they will still talk to you. Okay? Please be wise about that. pile number 2. I'm gonna get out my self-curated oracle deck. You can book a reading if you want from this deck or any other reading, the information is given down in the description box. Angel Guide Spirits, please help me connect with pile number 2. I'm gonna pull out a few channel messages from your person. My family doesn't approve of us. They don't understand our connections. There might have been some opposition why they weren't standing up on their own 2 feet. I want to take concrete actions towards rounding a union. I feel like when we talk about union, there's this energy of like wanting to be with you forever. Like I feel like if this has been a long separation, like a 4 5 month thingy, this person like is genuinely realizing like they really mess things up. Okay. I want to heal from my rejection wounds. So see, they've thought that they just don't deserve to be seen by another person. That's why they didn't let you show yourself to them, and they would like kind of just get turned off by the fact you want to have a vulnerable conversation, and they would just be like, why do you have to be such a bummer or serious all the time? I just hear these sort of critical comments. Probably in their childhood they weren't allowed, because we have a family card over here which really tells me that their family was not allowing them or didn't allow them to cry or to just say what they want to say, and these things are considered very serious. Or of course, like I think that they are kind of like draining, but not if the other person is also having an equal give and take in the conversation. It's not draining, it's actually very reassuring and healing. I'm aroused by the thought of having you near me. So I do feel that this person has quite a lot of tender thoughts, like more on sexual. I'm getting like softer thoughts, like want to take care of you kind of thoughts. Okay, what else do we have? I just feel so lost within myself right now. I don't know what's going to make it better. So a part of them where they actually have outside opposition, they don't know how to do this, because there's a lot of feeling that goes into just being your own man or woman, right? This is not just something that's going to fall into their lap and they're going to be like, yeah, I want to be with pile number 2. What I do to be around you right now, I miss you so much. So where you have left this person, you've blocked them is what I'm picking up. They genuinely do miss you, and I feel like a lot of these things that I just explained um, are things that they realize that it was a lot about you respecting yourself, you keeping your word to yourself, you loving yourself, you understanding that you deserve a lot more, you being true to yourself. So I think that this person comparatively, I did start off the reading saying they're becoming more emotionally mature, right? So they understand a lot of these things. I know who you are to me, I want to commit to you, so we never part ways again. I do feel that this has brought some assurity where, I just feel like this energy where it's like you just didn't value what you had and now you realize what you lost. I'm overcoming mental rigidity through spiritual maturity. I'm stepping away from the matrix. I don't think that there was somebody else. I just think that this person was standing in their own way. So pile number 2, I'm going to leave your reading here. I really do hope that you found a message that was helpful. If you did, please do hit the like button. Subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comments section how that resonated. Information for personal readings is given down below. And I'm going to see you guys in another one. Bye. Hello pile number 3. If you chose the Amethyst, this is going to be your reading. So let's find out, what regrets does your person have? I did feel like there's this energy of, I don't know, somebody falling sick or like prolonging a decision, not even like stringing along, but like waiting on your end, false hopes or promises, I don't know. Romance, lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. Lack of time. I think that one thing that they realize is like they should have given you more time. I'm hearing that song When I Was Your Man. This was also in pile number 1. I'm getting that you should watch pile number 1. This person still has not completely understood their mistakes, because I was about to say like whether do they even have any regrets, and I was like, Okay, there's a little bit of, I don't know, maybe something happened and this person just is not taking their, okay, we have romantic feelings twice, just not taking their accountability in this situation. Conquering your demons, effort, lack of effort, basically, right? I feel like there was lack of effort in this situation. I just feel like maybe this person gave you a lot of false hopes. Entrapment. Because they were, I'm hearing like, I don't want to be put on a leash. That's a very nasty energy over here. Who are you dealing with? We have twice number 7. We have number 7 thrice over here. 34 reduced to 7. We have effort 7. We have 25 reduced to 7. I feel like there's a dichotomy over here, and it's kind of like the irony of this situation is like your person first of all blames it on the universe for being this way when they met you. We have 4 of pentacles over here and the 3 of swords. They blame the universe that they were not in a good space to meet you. Second of all, it actually worked out the way it had to. I dropped a card which is blocked. I think you blocked this person, or they were not working on themselves. They were blocking out the shadow attributes within themselves, is what I'm picking up over here. The last card that I have pre-shuffled is letting go of the darkness. Do you see like how many cards just indicate the fact that I just heard get your shit together? Like maybe you were getting really, I feel like aggression over here. I feel a lot of like volatile energy over here. Do you guys really fight a lot? Ace of Swords, probably that's very true. I feel like maybe you guys fought a lot or fight a lot. 28 is 10, so there's a cycle completing between the both of you. Page of Wands. Being too casual, too flirty. I think what they regret is, I just have to be very real and I'm not gonna fake it. They don't have the awareness. Even if they know, they're not really taking accountability for it. I hate to say that, pile number 3. Your person is kind of shameless when it comes to this. We have 5 of Cups in reverse. They have accepted defeat in this situation, or they have their own self-fulfilling prophecies as to what it comes to this situation, and they're just like, you know what, I'm not saying that it doesn't bother them, okay? I'm not saying that they're heartless. Nobody is heartless. You know, some people just don't know how to process their emotions. They do become heartless. We have 2 of Wands. I just feel like this person was very frivolous with their energy. They made you feel like they don't care about you. You could have been dealing with a player, like a proper player. There are 2 types of people. Ones that portray themselves to be player because they have their heart broken and they're very sensitive and they just don't know how to repair themselves back. And there are literal players, like what you call like fuck boys, fuck girls. Like they just don't have a control over themselves. They're just here and there breaking hearts and like using their words to get what they want. We have love yourself first. So for you, I hear that you know, of course, like I'm just hearing like fuck that, because like this person has genuinely hurt you a lot, and I feel like it would be wise enough to let go of what this person has done to you, and especially stop hoping that you will be their game changer. Why do you want to be the person that they change for so badly? Why is your self-worth based upon this bad boy, bad girl changing for you and you turning out to be the gracious saint? Why do you need that validation? Pile number 3. Why do you need that? I know it's not funny, but a little human ever hurt anyone. Healing family issues, entrapment. So this person suffers through rejection wounds, and that's why they reject people before they get rejected by them. Okay, I think that it's not just you, but I feel like because you genuinely had feelings for them and you had a spiritual connection, you had to learn this with them. It has hurt both people, but I feel like relatively you're grieving this more profoundly than they are. I'm not comparing the pain, okay? I'm just saying that this person is not capable of feeling emotions as much as you do. They're not connected with them as much as you are, okay? That is the comparison I can hold over here. So I'm going to take this card in reverse. We have King of Pentacles in reverse. They were very ungrounded, okay? They were just not in the right head, is what I'm picking up from spirit. Despite of how much you would give to them, they would just be like a leaking bucket. Like how much you pour into them, it would just never come back to you, and that's the real deal, because they don't feel enough. They just have a huge void inside that they're fulfilling by jumping by one person on one person and another person, right? Page of Wands gives me a very flirty energy over here. King of Pentacles, earth energy, but I feel like this is almost like this person made you feel like in the beginning. It's kind of like, I think that they like love bombed you and breadcrumbed you, and whenever you pull back, they would come back and like give you enough for the time being to get you hooked upon, and then leave you high and dry. And I don't know if this person consciously recognizes this pattern, but they do have this tendency of um this could be a little narcissistic personality, okay? I don't throw that word around really like so casually, but I feel like this could be, because I generally get an energy that this person doesn't realize the extent to which they have hurt you, and that should be good enough for you to know that I deserve a fuck a lot better than somebody who doesn't even know how much they're hurting other people. They're so numbed out. They're not even in touch with reality, pile number three. Like I feel like, if I were your friend, I would just grab you by the shoulders and shake you. I know it's a little bit of tough love, but that's what I'm trying to do over here. Like, I just heard like us girls gotta have each other's back. I mean, if you're even a guy, I just feel like you really need a reality check, like a tap in. Hello, this is the kind of person you're dealing with. Like, I know that they make themselves look like they're empathetic, but they're actually just mirroring you back. They're just mirroring your energy back. And it might not be to the extent that I'm explaining. Like, I don't want you to paint some person who just doesn't know what they've done into a narcissistic personality. I'm not at all saying that, okay? I'm just saying that there's ambiguity and there's room for exploration in this situation, that you just need to understand that they just don't understand what they have done. They don't know to the extent that they have hurt you, okay? I'm going to take this card in the reverse. We have the Temperance in reverse. You know that they are not balanced, and having them around this Sagittarius energy really gives me that they're they feel excessively controlled when they're in a relationship. That's why I picked up on the energy of like not wanting to be on a leash, right? I'm gonna take this card upright. We have the Lovers. So I'm telling you, they did feel this connection. You have a spiritual connection, or had a spiritual connection with this person, but I feel like they have been reckless. This could also be a same-sex connection. Gemini energy. There's a duality to them, right? That I spoke of, excuse me. And I think that you have also seen this. Four of Pentacles yet again. A Magician, Gemini, Virgo again. I feel like, this person is so manipulative. Like, they will show you. I think that this person might have access to like tarot, or I don't know, psychology books, or they just feel like you are so enlightened or knowledgeable when it comes to these things that they should also learn it. Or I just don't know, there's some energy where this person just knows how to say the right words, or just talk it out, like, you know what, like I'm just hearing somebody throwing a sob story around, like, you know what, I just ghost you because I get scared and I don't want to do that, and what happened in my childhood just makes me so sad and everything. And I think that it gives you a little bit of like fake reassurance that maybe this person knows what's happening with them, and it's just like you want to be the game changer so bad for them. Like, you want to love them the way they have never been loved, so that they can finally improve, and you want to be the stable companion in their life. Like, you have poured so much into them, and you keep doing that because they show you this side which is completely a fake and tailor made according to you. Like, this person has done that in the past, but they can't escape you because you're the only one that has that hold on them also, okay? So it's not just you. This connection is not in your head. But when it comes to regrets, I feel like this is going to disappoint you, but I don't think that they completely regret it. I think the most that they would regret is that they don't have you around, and they should have been more smarter. I feel like this person acts very coy, when they do something or they mess things up. And I think that this is a very dangerous energy, because these kinds of people are only going to drain you, and it's not going to take you anywhere. I have to be very honest. File number 3, work on yourself, endure that pain that you feel being apart from this person. They've put you in an addictive cycle of highs and lows. That's why you need to detox from it, literally like a substance, and face the issues that come up with. I feel like you feel really lonely when you don't talk to this person, and I feel like it's rather better that you face the loneliness than being with another person that just doesn't love you. Because, like, I'm not saying that the love is fake, but this kind of fake love that they're sharing with you, it's not coming from their soul. So this kind of fake love can literally be colder than death, is what I'm hearing. Like, it makes you feel so alone, right? And I was about to say I could be wrong, but I feel like I'm not wrong over here. Again, I could be, I don't know, but it really makes another person feel alone in a relationship, because they kind of isolate you apart from other places in your life or something like that. But you guys have chemistry, and I feel like there's a lot of, maybe you're apart from this person, but you need this space. Like, I think one of the most, like, I'm hearing, like, the best blessing in disguise that could happen is that if this person just doesn't come towards you, if this person has stopped talking to you, if this person doesn't approach you, is because they've realized that you're not easy to control, because they like to control people. They like to throw these meaningless words and promises around so that people can just be on their leash. Okay, I hate using this word, but under their control. Like, this person has to control other people. Para number 3. And probably, like, regrets are as far as they go. Like, they just not around, because they do care, they feel that love. Okay, but it's like, when this person is alone, they probably feel that love. But I have to be real, like, this energy feels very heartless to me. This feels like I just have no remorse. Strength, they need more strength with Leo energy, to tame their own demons. And I feel like one thing that they would relatively agree to themselves. I don't even think this person agrees to these things to themselves, but it's more like they realize that they are damaged. They are damaged, and that's how they talk to themselves. This is not my wordings. These are not my wordings. This is what they call themselves. And I feel like that's the reason why they have to play these games to keep somebody around, because they have such a terrible self-esteem that they feel like the only way they can have somebody around is by playing games with them, right? I'm going to take this in reverse. We have the 8 of Swords in reverse. I feel like one thing that definitely you have shed light upon in their life is the fact that they have severe issues of abandonment. Like, they're very insecure about being left out. And I think that they realize that they keep breaking your heart or playing on you, playing with your heart, playing on your heartstrings, is because they know that they just don't have the capacity to be what you need to be. So if regrets come to that, I would say that if there's any applicability to the title of the reading, with what I can tell you is that there are certain realizations as to you have reflected the mirror really um accurately in their eyes. Like, I think that you have been one of the most realist people in their life, and I think that they kind of do realize this, that they have some issues that they really need to work through before they can be in any partnership with anyone. I think that it's not just you romantically. This person behaves like this with their friends as well. We have the 4 of Cups, so they do miss you. Okay, they miss your presence, because I just keep getting the word supply. These kind of terminologies make me feel like this person might have severe, or at least very prominent, narcissistic tendencies. Um, and I think that they need to work on themselves, or, like, whatever divine has the plan for them. But this is not a safe energy for you to be around, because it's going to drain you. I feel like you're an empath, and this seems like a classic empath and narcissistic relationship to me. I'm going to take this in reverse. We have the 3 of Wands in reverse. I feel like for time being, you have been really waiting upon this person to come through, or if you're in separation, this person has been wanting, like, thinking that you'll come back, like you always have, like, on and off things. This person became quite, cocky about that you're always gonna come back. We have the Justice. They will receive karma they already have, is what I'm hearing from spirit. You don't have to worry about that. But what justice do you need to provide to yourself, is what I'm precisely hearing from spirit. Like, we have Seven of Wands, setting boundaries. Six of Swords, where do you need to go away from this situation, because this is not serving you. Clearly you see that. Somebody in your childhood, you definitely have been experienced you have experienced narcissistic abuse, and that's why you're in the grasp of this person. And I want to let you know that there's nothing to be ashamed of, okay? This happens to all of us, and I feel like, especially when you're an empath and you're really like dealing with generational patterns, it's very important for you to reach out to your friends and ask for support and get their reassurance as to, like, you know what, this is not what I'm supposed to deal with. And they will tell you that, they will tell you what's wrong with this situation. Like, somebody that you confide in and you know that's going to give you tough love, the same feeling that I got, like grab you by your shoulders and shake you like this is not good for you. That's the kind of friend you need around. And it's not that I'm saying that that person needs to be mean to you, but I feel like you need emotional support right now, pile number 3, so that you can pull yourself out of it. We have reconciliation. So this person wants to come back into your life. I feel like they will always keep doing this. It just really depends upon like how much are you willing to take. Pile number 3, trust. You gotta trust that, you know, the divine has somebody definitely far 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 better than this for you, okay? Don't be stuck on the fact that the only reason you hold on to this person is because you think that that's the best you can do. Just try to understand that this is not good for you. Like, I think you already know that. Then your emotional body, like your inner child, still wants to keep going through this. Try to make your inner child understand this is not what you deserve, even if this is exactly what you've been receiving throughout your childhood, okay? We have past life relationship, definitely with the lovers. Of course, you have a spiritual connection, and this person is here for a reason. This person is definitely here for a reason, okay? Let's try to find out if they genuinely regret something, or like what do they feel. I'm going to take this card into the reverse. I feel like, you know, I hate to be so blunt, but it's almost like they regret not being more discreet about their intentions. They regret not being more, like, they just regret getting caught or called upon, or like I feel like they think that you've caught on their patterns and what they say, and you're leaving them behind. We have Three of Pentacles in reverse, that they're not in a place to be collaborative, that they will not collaborate. They're just not strong enough to let the other person be around. They have deep fears of in abandonment and insecurity. Four of Pentacles, this card is literally in the highlight of your reading. They will keep holding back. They just don't have the capacity to open up to you. And you know, if it's God's will, this person will heal, but I don't see that happening with you. These things take a lot of time, and I don't see a person consciously even recognizing the way they hurt you. So how do you expect them to heal, right? 10 of Cups, I was taking this in reverse. It's almost like their own happy, you know, this is like narcissistic abuse in their childhood, probably a very narcissistic father figure who used to do the same thing. And you know, I kind of see this inch tape kind of a thing with the 10 of Cups. I don't know if you can see that, but as the interpreter, I feel like this person was very calculative. 3 of Cups, very flirty, always had somebody around. They would abandon you and go party or do something chill with their friends, make you feel like, you know, there's all these rainbows that now I'm noticing in all these 3 cards. Sell you a happy story and go do their own thing, never make you feel like you're accompanied, and then still keep you around and string you along. And I have a lot of love for you, part number 3. I genuinely want you to do better for yourself. So please reach out to a friend, and try to understand that this situation is not good for you. I feel like the things that you've been through with this person, you started hiding them with another person, with other people in your life, is what I'm picking up again and again. I'm gonna take this card in the reverse. We have accomplishment. It's like you're not getting anywhere with this person. Wisdom. This person also feels like they're not getting anywhere because they're not learning anything. We have relationship. Do you see how the relationship card has these stones? you butt heads because they're never willing to collide with you, never willing to work with you. The moon, I feel like taking this in reverse. Anguish. So what I'm saying, your path is different because this person will always be anxious, and it's like misery loves company. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna pull out a few channel messages to conclude this reading from your person. This is my own self-curated deck. You can book a personal reading. Information is given down below in the description box. I want to be careful. I want this to be last. This is that calculative energy. I would not trust a word that this person says. And I'm just saying that for your benefit, okay? For your well-being, take it or leave it. I feel very protective over you. So their inner self, like their spiritual self, is very protective over you. And if this person is not reaching out, trust me, it's for the best reasons. The universe is really protecting you from this person. Your loyalty is so precious to me. I feel safe with you. I feel like this person used to just wander around, leave you alone, and you would be waiting by the phone for them. Of course, they feel like you're very loyal. I don't think anybody has been that loyal because you're a nice person. Okay, that doesn't change anything. The way this person has treated you does not at all reflect your worth. You are very worthy of a person that loves you wholeheartedly, understands their behavior consciously and works on it, and definitely doesn't treat you or put you second to anything else or chooses other people or things, you know, before you. I just want us to be together. I want you to be mine forever. This is like, I just feel like this person just like hoarder. Like they want everything for themselves and they don't want to share anything because they don't have anything to give, right? Pile number 3. So I'm gonna leave your reading here. I really do hope that you found a message that was helpful. If you did, please do hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated. Information for personal readings is given down below, and I'm gonna see you guys in another one. Bye.